Hello, hello, hello. Hi, how are you? Welcome to JaniceHopkins.com. The name of this piece is Judge Not Lest You Be Judged, right? Okay, we're going to deal with the earthly realm and we're going to deal with the spiritual realm. You know, I don't have a camera crew, so I'm going to have to take the camera off the base and we're going to have to move back and forth, okay? And I'm going to try to do it quickly because I'm trying to keep the videos kind of short. Judge not lest you be judged. Okay, let's go over to the spirit realm. Now, you may need to watch Introduction Part 2. Introduction Part 2. Now, you know I don't have a camera crew, so I got to do all this camera stuff by myself. And you know I don't know how to edit because I already told you that in another video. So you got to deal with that also, okay? But you'll be okay. Listen. Okay. Oops. Okay, let's go to the spirit realm. You may need to watch Introduction Part 2. Okay, this is the spirit realm. Okay, remember I said in that, well, if you didn't watch that video, all those little balls there, these are all planets, and these are all treasures that belong to the king. Now, before we are born, there's a place there, it's like a planet, and it houses souls waiting for their birthday. Now, you look on this table right here. This is one of those souls that's in like here. Those are souls, and these are souls, right? Now, the ones in this red thing, those are special souls that do special works, like Elijah, like Moses, I believe T.D. Jakes and Joyce Myers, like people who bring in a lot of souls for the Lord. I believe they're in special places like this. And these are ordinary souls in here, but every soul is important now. All souls are important. Okay, now, what happens is we're waiting for our birthday because we used to be there. Once the king give us our permission to be born, we go to the earth, right? Go to the earth. Now, once we go to the earth, we wake up on the other side. We leave the spiritual realm. You leave this planet and you go to that planet, right? So now let's swing around and go back over there. Where's my little camera thing? Okay. Oops. Let me hurry up, put this down. Okay. Okay, here we go. Now. So now, right, you once was over there in the spirit realm, you are a soul, and now you got your birthday and you came to the earth and you woke up on the other side, right? And so now your soul is wrapped into flesh, right? So now you have flesh. Now you can touch and you can taste and you know all you can see and all the senses that come with the earthly realm with the flesh. Okay, now listen. When you come in this stage, right? You don't choose your gender, male or female. You don't choose that. You don't choose your ethnicity. You know, you don't choose whether you're going to be black or white or whatever your ethnicity is. You don't choose if you're going to be rich or poor. You don't choose if you have good parents or bad parents. You can be born in a crib and have good parents. You can be born in a crib and have bad parents. You can be born, well, not born in, but you can go home to after the hospital. Some babies go home and their parents can't afford a crib. They have to be in a box. I'm just saying from the lower level to the higher level. The lowest level will be in a box, the higher level will be there. Okay, but you can have, just because the parent can't afford a crib doesn't mean they're not good parents. You can have good parents and be in a box. You can have bad parents and be in a box. It just depends on your financial situation, which one you're going to be in, but that doesn't determine if you have good or bad parents. Now, if you are one that was born in a crib, you can't look down on one that was born in a box. If you was one that was born in a box, you can't look down on one that was born in a crib, because no one choose what their situation is going to be. Like I said, I grew up illiterate. So you may have a PhD, but guess what? Maybe you had the support there for you that led you in the right direction so you can have that, and maybe someone else didn't have the support that you had and they were raised in a way that they were raised, a little bit to the left, a little bit to the right. There goes you. So we don't choose our parents, we don't choose our financial status, we don't choose our ethnicity, we don't choose anything. We just wake up and there we are. Now just say if a baby does remember the spirit realm, if the baby does remember everything about where they came from before they were born. They can't tell anyone because they can't talk. If the situation is unfavorable and they don't like it and they're miserable, they have to stay there. Why? Because they can't walk. They're totally at the mercy of the caregiver. So we need to keep that in mind, because these kids that are being born, they're at our mercy because they can't do anything for themselves, right? Just like we were once at someone's mercy and we couldn't do anything for ourselves. Now, if we were mistreated growing up, we should learn from that and change and not mistreat another child because we remember when we were mistreated. So there's a lot of things to take into consideration, but one thing we should not do is judge, because we don't choose who our parents are. We don't choose our ethnicity. We don't choose our financial status. We don't choose any of that. Hopefully we have good parents that lead us in a right direction, and we can learn great things and go off and be great people, but everyone doesn't have that. So we need to always extend our hand and try to help whenever we can, okay? It's our job to help. Am I my brother's keeper? Yes, we are our brother's keepers, right? Thank you very much for tuning in to JanisHopkins.com. We're going to talk some more about Judge Not and all this other kind of stuff. I just want to give you a little taste. Thank you very much. I hope it wasn't too wobbly for you, okay?